What do I know about Black British history? Not much.
I don't know much, to be honest. I asked my teacher at school why Black History Month or Black History is not on the curriculum, and she told me that White History Month's not on the curriculum and we don't talk about white history.
Queen Victoria's grandmother was a black queen.
To find out more, I've come to meet Axel, who runs a Black History tour at the British Museum.
So Black British history starts as far as you care to cast your mind back, because for as long as we can go back in historical record, Black history has been there. When we go back in Black British history, the first observable people here, what we are calling in modern day history today, the Grimaldi man.
Are there any key figures in British history that you would say aren't really talked about but should be?
One queen that we don't hear a lot of is Queen Charlotte, systematically whitewashed out of the history books. So she was, brown of skin, she was beautiful. They spoke about her bulbous nose, and they also spoke about her well-defined lips and curly hair. So these are not characteristics of a typical European featured person. It's a very, very good question, and I would say, put yourself, whoever's listening to this, put yourself in a position of understanding that. Think about your great-great-grandma and know that your great-grandma was born into slavery. Know that her mother was born into slavery and her mother was born into slavery. When you now think about what is possible for you to achieve, knowing where you have come from, how positive is that idea? Guarantee it's not that positive. So now magnify that into the minds of every single Black African child across the diaspora. How positive can they think about their future if they only think that they came from slavery, that their ancestors were born into metal bondage, worked day in, day out, didn't have anything for themselves, didn't achieve anything, didn't create anything, didn't provide anything into society? You tell a child that and his confidence is shot. You tell a child that they were the progenitors of humankind. You tell your children that they are responsible for advanced maths, science, medicine. They're going to be filled with confidence. They're going to know that they can achieve. They know that they can turn up to university and compete for the highest paid jobs.
So when did you come to Britain?
In the mid-50s, late 50s.
I came here in 1961. I came initially to do some studies.
Married to a British soldier who lived in Warsaw.
How did you find coming to this country? What was your experience like?
For me, it personally, it wasn't too bad because my mother was here, so I came and I joined her.
In Warsaw, where I settled, I was the only person who was black who lived in that estate.
There were, I'm Guyanese, they were mainly Jamaican. It was a Jamaican community living in Brixton.
When you went to the post office to buy anything, they spoke to you as if you didn't speak English, sort of thing.
It was an interesting time. It's a time when, historically, I'm going to go back. At that time, it was multiple occupied property. So some people had it more tough than the others, but we all had it tough. It wasn't an easy life.
I think what I realised is what a powerful tool history is, but how much more powerful being educated is. People manipulate history to suit themselves, but it's time to acknowledge that we do play a vital role in society, and did hundreds of years ago. Segregation of history is the fault of people who have been dead for hundreds of years, but it becomes relevant today when young black people feel their stories aren't told. We say Black History Month, but really it's about reminding people that black history and white history are the same thing. We don't live in isolation, and what happens to one group of people has an effect on another. Until the lions have their historians, tales of the hunt shall always glorify the hunter.